This is MMA Oddsmaker.
All right, time for today's bonus fight. Comes to us from UFC 155. Very popular card. We've broken a lot of fight odds recently from that card. Here's another one between Chris Weidman and Tim Boetsch. Now, a middleweight battle that has title implications on the line for sure. We're going to start things off with Reed first in this fight. Both guys have been on a roll, but I think Weidman is the side here. I'm going to open at minus 355. The comeback is going to be plus 265 on Tim Boetsch. So Boetsch has been on a roll. Some decent plus money there for him. What do you think, Reed?
Yeah, Boetsch have had some interesting upsets of late, and so people might be wary to go against them yet again. But I think Weidman is simply better all around. He's sharper, and he's been running through people despite having the pressure of expecting him to run through people. So I can't imagine that he's going to make any big mistakes. He's already faced some pretty good competition, and I think the conditioning could be the difference in the later rounds. This might go all the way. 3 rounds. Both these guys are extremely tough. I don't see them getting finished easily, but I think Weidman has the better ability to control it for all 3 rounds. So I'm going with Weidman.
Okay, despite the minus 355 odds, Reed is going to take the juice. It's going to be $17.75 to win $500 on Chris Weidman over Tim Boetsch. Let's throw it over to Case. Case, what do you think?
I got to agree. You know, I know a lot of people would never lay a price this big or say they wouldn't, but I think there's even value here on Chris Weidman. I'm really high on the guy. I have been ever since he came to the UFC. I think he's really going to run over everyone until he finally gets that middleweight title shot. If you look at this fight, I just don't see where Tim Boetsch has an advantage. I think Weidman is, you know, not only faster but stronger and obviously a much better wrestler. I just really think Chris Weidman's not going to have much trouble here. He might not finish him as quickly as what we've seen his last few fights, but I got to go with Chris Weidman. No way I could take Tim Boetsch here.
Okay, so Case is also going to lay the juice, minus 355. It's going to be $17.75 to win $500. Chris Weidman over Tim Boetsch. Now, both of our experts do agree Weidman defeats Boetsch at UFC 155. Stay tuned for what Miguel and I have to say during our odds adjustment segment.
Well, that's it for another episode of MMA Oddsbreakers. I want to thank our guests, Case Keefer and Reed Kuhn. Great information during the Oddsbreaker segment. And you can look for the odds that Nick is breaking right here to start popping up at the sport books throughout the coming week.
Also, make sure you check out our website, MMAOddsbreaker.com, and follow us on Twitter at MMA Oddsbreaker. For Miguel Literati, I'm Nick Kalikas saying until next time, enjoy the fights.